On a cloudy and cold, it's a Monday morning. Unusual to be live on a Monday morning, but here we are, a Monday morning in Northeast Ohio. Am I choppy right now? My picture looks choppy. Is that me?
I think you're
or
fine.
Am I totally fine?
I think you're
okay,
fine.
good.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, Dustin. How you doing?
Oh, just absolutely peachy. Getting ready to head to Miami tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get
Welcome
the hell out of
to
here.
Miami.
Yeah.
Are you going to that restaurant that I recommended?
I told Sarah, so we're gonna try to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably go.
You gotta go.
Is it? Where's it located exactly? Do you remember?
I think it's pretty close to Miami Beach, either on Miami Beach or pretty close to it.
I mean, Miami's not that big, but it can take a while to get through the city. But
yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't remember it being that bad by the restaurant.
I'm staying at a buddy's place. He lives in Brickell.
I don't know Brickell.
It's like that. It's kind of a newer, like higher end. Like he's got has like a high rise condo he lives in.
It sounds like a
he's
ice cream.
hoity-toity.
Sounds like an ice cream flavor in a hoity-toity ice cream place.
Yeah,
I love the Brickell. Yeah,
Brickell.
Yeah. By the way, we got a great deal for you if you're getting into the swing of the baseball season. Bet Rivers and the bullpen are giving you a bonus bet to give you a practice swing. Bettors in Ohio can get a $10 bonus bet to use on baseball when they enter the code ATB316 in their Bet Rivers app. So right now, if you have not downloaded the Bet Rivers app, get on that. Get on it right now as we speak, and you can take advantage of this deal. Again, that code is ATB316. Offer ends April 12th. Must be 21 and in Ohio. Eligible players only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. A lot to get to today, Dustin. Yesterday was Selection Sunday. We'll get to that. Jose Ramirez dealing with a minor injury. We'll get to that. And the Cavs lost. But the Browns remain busy the last few days. Kind of an under-the-radar move. They brought in another defensive tackle, Kaia Davis from the 49ers. 1 year, $3 million. He was a sixth-round pick of the Niners back in 2022. He's only 27 years old. Started 17 games for the Niners. They had some injuries last year. Had 28 tackles, 4 for a loss, and a half a sack. I don't know. I to be honest, I never heard of this guy before, but I was just reading some stuff about him, and apparently he's a kind of an under-the-radar, nice rotational defensive tackle. So it looks like a good cheap move to add to that Browns defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, you're several days into free agency. I wouldn't expect any big names to be signed by the Browns. There aren't even that many left on the market. I didn't know much about this guy at all. As you said, sixth-round pick. Yeah. He's by all accounts, coming out of college, out of UCF, he was a really good run stopper. He's supposed to have this kind of big, lower body, center of gravity. And, we'll see. I mean, that defensive line's already really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So beefing it up, I have no problem with that. Cool with it. It's a relatively nothing deal. I mean, in terms of money. So I'm sure that, I hope this guy, adds to the depth on the defensive line. And, so far it hasn't been the, it doesn't scream and shout, look at me by the Browns, but by most people that are grading free agency, they're saying the Browns are doing a nice job.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, they've addressed the offensive line with a number of veterans, 4 guys brought in, including 1 they re-signed and 1 via trade. They've added to the depth of the you can never have enough, especially defensive tackles, to rotate in and out. You're going to use 3, 4, even 5 guys sometimes. I mean, really, you could use 7, 8, even 9 guys on the defensive line, period. And it's not a position where, like, on the offensive line, you need the depth in case guys get hurt. But the 5 starters are the 5 starters as long as they're healthy. Whereas on the D-line, even Myles Garrett, the best defensive lineman on the planet, is not going to play every play. That's just the way it works. So you get defensive line is definitely the position that you need more depth than any other, because if you can have 7, 8 guys that can play, that's a huge advantage that other teams don't have.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
So they bring another guy into the mix. They also re-signed their punter late last week, Corey Bajorquez.
Bajorquez.
I couldn't spit it out. It was funny, though, because the new special teams coach spoke about him a week ago, and the way he talked made it seem like he was going to be gone, but he is back.
Well, it's good because he was a weapon for the Browns. And when the Browns, have an offense that is sort of sputtering and stuck in the mud at times, well, field position, if I could spit it out.
Yeah. It's contagious.
Field position is obviously vital, and he was a weapon for this offense and put the defense in really good spots.
Yeah, he's an excellent deep kicker. He's not as good at the coffin corner type of kicking, but with the Browns offense, especially last year, you needed that deep kicker quite a bit. So
no doubt.
That's the latest on the Browns. At this point, we're a week into free agency. I know it officially started on Wednesday. Most of the key free agents are off the board. Are you expecting the Browns to do anything else of significance? Or do you think at this point it's just minor moves like this?
I would say minor. A 1 year, $3 million deal, you may see a couple more of those.
Yeah, if you look at the best remaining free agents now, right? You got, who there's what would be a big move at this point? Obviously, if they were going to do something big at quarterback, it would have happened already. So they're probably not going to do that. Probably the best free agent left is Jawan Jennings, 49ers wide receiver. That would be a somewhat significant ad, but he had that, and I forgot about this, and Tyvis reminded me the other day that he had a big beef. I can't even remember who got hurt, but Jawan Jennings the Browns had a beef with him last year. Something happened. Not that he couldn't get over that,
right?
But I don't see it. Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, the Browns are not going down that road. Joey Bosa's a free agent. Bobby Wagner, Stephon Diggs. You see any world where they sign Stephon Diggs or Deebo Samuel?
I certainly wouldn't hate it, but I don't see a world where they would do that. Do you?
I doubt it. Stephon Diggs. That's what you're looking at now is the older wide receivers. Nick Chubb is listed as the best running back on the board. The Browns are not going back down that road.
No.
Who knows if he's even going to be in the league this upcoming year. So you have the veteran wide receivers, you have the veteran quarterbacks like Rodgers, like Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson. But I don't know. I just don't think the Browns are going to go in that direction. David Njoku still a free agent. A lot of former Browns are free agents still. Jadeveon Clowney, Wyatt Teller, Joel Bitonio if he doesn't retire. David Njoku, as I said, Nick Chubb. There was another. Cam Robinson is still a free agent who played on the line for them this past year. So a lot of former Browns out there, but nobody all that desirable. So I do think this is it. I think they'll probably – I could see them bringing in maybe a veteran return guy / wide receiver at some point, but no definitive starters left in terms of the quarterback. I still don't believe the Browns are going to go into the season with Deshaun Watson and Shador Sanders and Dylan Gabriel. But I think at this point, if they're going to add to that, I think it's more likely to be another rookie than it is to be a veteran. But I guess we'll see as time marches on. All right, let's go to the Cavaliers. They lose yesterday to the Dallas Mavericks. That's the bad news. The good news is Max Strus came back, and he played great. He didn't look like a guy who had missed the whole season.
Right. That's something we were concerned about is where's this guy been? The good news is apparently he's been playing.
Yeah.
And he's been ready to go, but they just sort of waited till, because this guy is a all or nothing guy, according to everybody who's coached him or been around him in terms of his rehab. The guy is locked in.
Yeah.
So they were sort of protecting him against himself.
I can see
hey,
that.
This guy's got to be ready. My son, I told you he broke his arm like a month ago or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's why they put you in cast. And that's because, they have to protect you from yourself. He's in a brace now and I make him wear his brace, even though he feels fine. I'm like, dude, you have to wear your brace.
Yeah.
You don't know your limitations. You're
right.
just go, 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 go. Well, it was certainly nice to see Strus get back on the court, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was great. I know they played terribly, especially in that third quarter where they got outscored 40-27. against a bad Mavericks team. But Max Strus in 23 minutes had 24 points, 7 of 9 from the field, and 6 of 7 from three.
Dude, he hit 2 threes in the first 75 seconds of the game.
I mean, that was crazy. He was, because he was so pumped up, right? Everybody else, it was like, oh, we got a month left in the regular season. For him, it's like, I'm back on the court. I'm excited.
100%.
He was playing like it was opening day.
Pretty bad loss, though, don't you think? I mean, I know it's regular season, so it happens. Like, they're pros, too.
I mean, Dallas stinks.
They don't have, like, half of their guys on the court, more than half, like 70% of the guys on the court, I never heard of.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, I get it.
And the Cavs gave up 130 to a bunch of no-name guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Cooper Flagg, P.J. Washington's been around a while.
I've heard of Cooper Flagg. We know that,
right.
I mean,
but outside of those two guys, they Dallas shot 50% from three. They were 15 of 30. The Cavs were 16 of 41. The Cavs missed a lot of free throws too. And what's going on with Evan Mobley? Like, why has he become such a bad free throw shooter?
Great question. I think free throws are just rhythm. It's just mental sometimes.
He's down to 61% from the line.
What is he for his career?
68, but that includes this year. He had been, as a rookie, he was 67. Then his second year, 68. Then his third year, 72. Last year, he shot almost 73% from three, which is where you want to be about. I mean, even for a big guy, you got to be at least 75% to me, but he was getting close. And now this year, 61%. And he's shooting more free throws than ever. He's averaging 4.6 attempts per game, which is the highest of his career, but he's only making 2.8. I mean, that's terrible.
Bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
For a guy who can shoot, like he's a shooter, like he shoots 3-pointers. How can you not make free throws?
I don't know. But yeah,
it was Mark Price, man. Jeez.
Yeah, but he was 2 of 5 from the line. He did have 18 points and 11 rebounds. He shot well from the field. From two, he was 8 of 11. From three and from the line, he was 2 of 8. Donovan didn't have a particularly good shooting game. Neither did James Harden. It was a weird game for the Cavs.
Yeah.
But they lose 130-120. So now the Cavs have 14 games to go in the regular season. They are, am I right about that? 68, right? Oh, no, not 14. What am I talking about? They have, that's right.
What's the record?
They have 41-27. Yeah, they got
14 games.
14 games left. They're 7.5 out of first. They're obviously not catching first. Can they move up, or will they stay at the 4 seed? I've said for a while I think they're going to just stay at the 4 seed. They're 4 games in the loss column back of the Celtics and 2 back of the Knicks in the loss column. And they're 1 up on Orlando, 2 up on Toronto in terms of the 5 and 6. And the Cavs, they got the Bucks coming up tomorrow. That game's on Peacock, by the way. And they're on a road trip. They got the Bucks tomorrow, the Bulls Thursday, and then New Orleans on Saturday. Their next home game is a week from tomorrow against Orlando, who obviously they just lost to in Orlando this past week. I like the NBC/Peacock coverage.
It's the best,
right?
I mean, now that TNT doesn't really exist anymore,
right? Yeah.
They have the Inside the NBA. They've buried them on ESPN, though. By the way, it's the best.
It's
Peacock's
fantastic.
the best.
They do a really good job.
And I think it's cool. I like the Sunday night basketball.
Yeah, it is good. It's good. Everything they're doing is really working right now for NBC.
It's got me excited about the NBA, like from a national TV perspective. The ESPN, and listen, I work for ESPN. I love ESPN. Their coverage is great.
Yeah.
But it can be stale, and it's fun to have new people talking about the game.
Yeah. It's a fresh perspective.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't been hearing. Mr. Chairman of the board says the Cavs not having Jared Allen in the lineup certainly shows up during. It's funny. A lot of us wanted Jared Allen gone, myself included, and he feels like a big cog for them now because he plays off of James Harden better than anybody else.
Big time.
So he is missed at the moment.
Time.
Yeah, he really is.
I almost went like reggae there. Big time.
Big time. The Battle of Ohio says hopefully the Browns are not riding with Shedeur and Watson because they're going to be a disaster. Both quarterbacks are horrible. let's see. Somebody asked for a Jose Ramirez update. So let's talk about that for a minute. So Jose kind of jammed his shoulder yesterday.
Sliding into third base.
Sliding in, yeah. And it seems like he's going to be okay. Jose Ramirez has never had a serious injury. Knock on wood. He's been on the injury list once in his entire career. And even then, I think he only missed like 2-3 weeks. He's listed as day-to-day, according to Stephen Vogt. He jammed his shoulder, and it was the head-first slide, of course. Left the game. He's going to go. He's expected to, or the assumption is that he'll undergo an MRI just to double-check, but they think he's okay. Obviously, we'll wait to see if there's any news. There's been no news yet this morning, but this is huge. I mean, the one thing this team cannot afford is a serious Jose Ramirez injury more than anything else. That would be a complete disaster.
No, I mean, it would I think tank the season.
Yeah, I mean,
sounds like it's nothing.
Yeah,
they're going to be like overly precautious with it. That's great, no problem. It's spring training, but yeah, I mean, he's that important to this franchise that if he were to have a significant injury and miss a significant portion of time, season's over.
Yeah, it would be a total
disaster.
But hopefully he's all right. Meanwhile, I'm really into I don't know if you've paid any attention to the World Baseball Classic.
I see people talking about it.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched it, Adam. I mean, there was a huge tennis tournament this weekend, so I was locked into that.
Team USA beat Dominican in what a lot of people think is, the Dominican, Team USA, and Japan, probably the three best teams. But Japan got eliminated, and USA beat the Dominican Republic last night 2-1 in what was a great game. I was, the thing you worry about this tournament, like one of the Cubs' better hitters who's on Team Japan, he got hurt the other day. He hurt his knee. I don't know how serious it is. They don't know yet. But you always worry about that when these guys ramp up early for this tournament.
For sure.
There's always the possibility. But Italy plays Venezuela tonight in the other semifinal, and then Team USA will play the winner of that game in the championship tomorrow night. So good luck to Team USA there. Mark DeRosa made the controversial move of sitting Alex Bregman and starting Gunnar Henderson yesterday, and he hit one of the 2 solo home runs. So it worked out nicely for Team USA. Finally, the big story nationally, obviously we don't talk college basketball a lot in general here, but yesterday, Selection Sunday, and there was a big story, of course, involving Ohio. The question would be, would Miami of Ohio make the tournament? They were undefeated in the regular season, but they lost in the first round of the MAC tournament. The MAC had not had 2 tournament teams in 27 years, but they do. Miami of Ohio, the last team in, gets the final at-large spot. They'll play in Dayton in the first 4, I believe, Wednesday, I think they play, right? Don't they play Wednesday, not tomorrow?
They will play, I don't know the date. They play SMU. I know that much.
Yeah, I think it's Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm
I'll
not
double
sure.
check that. But
Buckeyes back in, baby.
And the Buckeyes are in there an 8 seed.
Yeah.
Playing the 9 seed TCU. The winner will most likely play Duke.
You think Miami deserves to be in, first off?
I think they do. I understand their schedule was weak. We all understand that. But in the end, there's got to be something said for having a perfect regular season.
Yeah. It never happens. I mean, it's so hard to do, and especially in a sport like basketball, where it's a make or miss deal. Like, you can just have one off night and lose a game. And they went 31-0, and they had a bunch of close games, won a bunch of games by basically a bucket. Win that overtime game against Ohio, the regular season finale, by I think 2 or 3 points. But I mean, impressive season. Yeah. Do I think they're probably going to lose to SMU by 7-8 points, maybe 10 points?
You think so?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
SMU is a much better team. I don't think that Miami is, again, I don't think they're that good to play the big boys, but we'll find out. I mean,
I guess so.
I hope that they are.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'd love to see teams from Ohio have success in the tournament. I love their story. I'm happy that the tournament selection committee put them in. I think you go 31-0. I mean, they're in a pretty, the MAC's good basketball.
You know, There's been a lot of talk about Auburn because Auburn beat 3 conference champions. But you finished 17-16. I know nobody's going to deny that Miami of Ohio had a much easier schedule than Auburn. But you're 1 game over 500. I can't feel bad for you when you're 1 game over 500, no matter what conference you play in.
Look, man, it's hard, but there's 68 teams that are going to be in this thing.
Yeah.
And, we're going to argue because there's 300 and some teams in Division I college hoops.
Yeah.
I mean, would Auburn beat Miami 8 out of 10 times? Probably.
Yeah.
But
the wins got to matter at some point.
I mean, if it doesn't, then
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at least now a team can feel like, okay, if we have this great season, but if we don't win the conference tournament, it's not all for nothing. Can you imagine those kids not getting a chance to go dancing after going 31-0?
Right. Have you done your bracket yet?
No, my son will be doing one. He does a couple, but my brother puts together one for our family. So we don't really do it for money or anything, but it's just to kind of keep track of. My dad does one, my wife does one.
We could possibly see St. John's against Ohio State in the Sweet 16. By the way,
Buckeyes have to play TCU in the first round. 8-9 matchup. Those are always pick-ems.
Right. Well,
close.
Yeah, those are close. Ohio State's favored in the game. But to play St. John's, they have to beat Duke. Now, St. John's is going to have to beat Northern Iowa, which they're a big favorite, but you never know. And then they'll have to beat Kansas, most likely, which will be tough. That would be a 4 or 5 game.
Really looking to see if the Akron Zips can upset Texas Tech. I think it's certainly in play.
You think so?
As a 12 seed, 12-5s, those are always
those happen
on alert for upsets for sure. Yeah.
Are they considered? Oh, that game is. Okay. That's an early game.
They're playing in Tampa. That game's in Tampa.
Okay. I'm going to be in the hospital for the first 3 days of the tournament. I wonder if I guess I'll bring my computer with me and maybe I'll be able to watch the games, but
Texas Tech, by the way, favored by 6.5 against the Zips.
Oh, are they? That's probably not that high.
It's a 12-5, dude. I mean,
look at the other 12-5s. What's the High Point Wisconsin spread? Do you know?
High Point Wisconsin,
and then St. John's Northern Iowa. St. John's is favored by double digits, I think.
Let's see. That's 12-5, right? 12 High Points, 12, 9.5.
And St. John's is favored by double digits, or at least 9 over Northern Iowa. And then the fourth 12-5 is McNeese and Vanderbilt. So Akron might have the best odds of the 12 seeds, unless McNeese is not a big underdog to Vanderbilt. I don't know.
The spread on McNeese versus Vanderbilt is 11.5.
All right, so Akron is probably the most likely 12.
They're the trendy 12-5 upset. Yes.
Yeah. Right? Isn't Northern Iowa a double-digit underdog to St. John's? Double check that one. I think it is.
Northern Iowa versus St. John's spread. Yeah, that. Excuse me, Adam. Yeah, that spread is 11.5 as well.
Yeah. St. John's is weird though. They're a team, and we saw it last year. Like I could see them going to the Elite Eight, and I could see them losing in the first round. Because if they have a day where sometimes they just don't shoot well, especially from 3.
Well,
but they're so physical that
Northern
kind of wears
Iowa
teams down a lot.
It's kind of funny because St. John's, they score a zillion points. They play with some pace.
Yeah.
Northern Iowa plays like no pace. So this could be an interesting clash of styles.
Yeah.
For your Johnnies.
Right. St. John's, there are times though where they can't hit a 3. They score a lot of points because they're running up and down the court. They're very athletic, they're very physical. They harass on defense, but yes, they want to get up and down the floor.
No doubt.
But on the days where they can't hit their 3s, they're vulnerable. They can be vulnerable. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us today.
Adam, I'll see you today for UCSS.
Yes.
But I will not see you on the pod for a little while, right?
Yeah.
How long are you going to be down for?
I'll probably be out for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy for you, buddy. Happy
Thursday.
For you.
Thank you.
Be praying for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you to Cool-X, who says the OG Bull and Fox Show, best way to start a Monday.
Let's go.
I'll have a Q&A podcast tomorrow. Send me your questions via Twitter. And if there's breaking news between now and Wednesday night, we might do an emergency podcast. But if not, tomorrow will be the last podcast with the Q&A, and Wednesday will be the last day on UCSS before I take 2 weeks off.
Well, just let me let me know if you need me on like a Wednesday or something, because I will be available. I'll be in Miami, but I got my laptop with me. So because I'm doing the tennis pods with Mitch on Thursday and Friday from South Beach. So I'll be at the tennis Wednesday night and Thursday night.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks to Levi and Ernie for producing. Thanks to all of you for watching and listening. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We'll talk to you next time. Where else but right here, Bull and Fox live in the bullpen with Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.
Peace.